Hello and welcome to Rapid Talks. In this channel, we seek to have conversation with everyone and anyone. So, if you've not subscribed to our channel, click subscribe, like and share. Welcome to Rapid Talks. Today I'm in Embu University and I'm so happy and I'm so fortunate to meet one of the students that are graduating today. I don't want to rush into things. I don't want to say what he's graduating with because I'm not the one who's graduating. I don't want to take the credit. So I will jump into him and maybe ask him to tell us maybe something about him. What's your name, sir?
I'm Dennis Kioko.
Right?
Yeah.
Dennis Kioko.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Machakos County.
All right, Machakos County.
Yeah.
I believe Machakos County is a distance away from here.
Yeah.
What brought you all the way from Machakos County to Embu?
KUSIPS.
KUPS, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. What is a KUSIPS?
Kenya University.
Yes.
And
like, is it a body which what does it do?
it's the one which selects students to the universities.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Another question maybe someone would ask, why Embu University?
Because some of my friends who
Yes.
studied in our high school
Yes.
came to the University of Embu
Yes.
and did very good, and that made me to come to the University of Embu.
All right.
And I selected to be the first choice,
All right.
and that meant it to be placed here by the KUSIPS.
All right. So that means you coming here was a result of reference from someone.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. So take us back to the course that you're graduating with.
Okay.
Right.
I have graduated by Bachelor of Education
Bachelor,
Science.
yes.
Yes, Mathematics and Chemistry.
All right. So that is education science.
Yeah, Education
All right.
Science.
What would you term education as in general? What do you understand by the term education?
Education
Yes.
is the stand now where,
Mm-hmm.
or I can say it is a course
Mm-hmm.
which trains teachers
Yes.
to expand
Yes.
education in the outside world.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Take us back to when you were joining the school. What was your first experience? What were you thinking? What were you feeling? If you can remember.
Wow, I can remember. I
Yes.
was so amazed to be in the university because
Right.
it was my dream
Yes.
to study hard in high school and come to the university.
Wow.
Actually, I was very, very, very happy. But the thing
Yes.
is that I did not experience
Mm-hmm.
any sort of studying in a boarding school there
Right.
before.
Right.
Yes,
So it was your first experience.
those were my first experience,
Right.
to be in a hostel. And the thing is that there are no teachers, so I was just wondering how am I going to survive
All
in
right.
the university where there is no
And it's
bell
not
to
an
ring
environment
the-
you're used to.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking back to now, do you regret coming to Embu University now that you're graduating or you've graduated?
Actually, I don't regret.
Do you regret?
I
Do you
don't
regret
regret.
doing that course, education?
I don't regret because actually right now, after being placed in the attachment,
Yes.
I was retained, so I don't regret.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't regret at all. Yeah.
And maybe someone might be asking, why should someone do education?
Actually, education is the best one because
Yes.
it is a ready market. It is a ready market. So someone doing education,
Yes.
that is a sure bet that you must get a job. You don't miss a job.
All right. Now, in terms of the school, how would you rate the school in a scale of 1 to 5?
I rate it 4.5.
4.5. That's a very
4.5,
good
yes.
review.
Yeah.
That means you are happy with the school and the performance of the school.
I'm very happy with the school,
Right.
with also the performance.
Right.
It was ranked number 1.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes, the corporate state, which is so
Right.
good. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is so nice. Education course.
Yeah.
Someone might be thinking, there are so many teachers. Why should I be among the many teachers? I know you've answered that in another way,
Yeah.
but would you mind maybe expounding on that?
Now I
Yes.
can expound it this way. Teachers are just called by God.
Yes.
By
calling.
yes,
Right.
teaching is just a calling.
Right.
When you teach students, you are nurturing someone's life, and then God blesses you more.
Right.
Yes, so being a teacher is just simply like being a pastor,
Mm-hmm.
because you get blessings direct from God.
Right.
Yes, because you now nurture someone's life, changing someone to to be a better person in future life.
Right.
Yes.
Taking back education, is it something that you've always wanted to be a teacher, or is it something that you are imposed, or is it something that you stumbled into?
I really liked to be a teacher even
Right.
from high school.
Right.
I was a peer teacher in
Yeah.
high school.
Right.
So even the other student back at high school, they
Right.
used to call me a teacher. So I just found it naturally.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is so nice.
Yeah.
I believe every organization, every institution has kind of challenges. What are some of the challenges that you faced along the school, in the school, and maybe in your course?
Generally, I can say that challenges are always there.
Yes.
And they are there to strengthen someone.
Mm-hmm.
Like the university student, they always pass through a lot without eating lunch,
Yes.
missing some supper,
Mm-hmm.
and a sort of capitals to sustain themselves. But all through,
Yeah.
they go through and they sustain everything. Yes. But I thank the HELB board
Yes.
for giving us some funds
Yeah.
which sustain us as in the
Right.
university.
Talk to us about the lifestyle in Embu. In terms, maybe in relation to student, how do students cope? How is the living standard? Is it so high for students?
Actually, the living standard of Embu is not so high.
Yes.
Because the location of the university is far away from the town.
Yes.
So you find that the standard
Yes.
is not much so high.
In terms of prices?
In terms of the prices,
Right.
it is not so high. Yeah.
So how about the accommodation in terms of rent outside?
Accommodation about the rent is just standard.
It's standard, yeah.
It is very standard. Yes.
I believe COVID came, it became a very serious pandemic, and so many institutions, they closed down, and maybe they became in operation for some time. What was the school life like during the time, and how did the administration cope with the whole situation?
One thing which I really like the administration of the University of Embu is that even after being away for COVID,
Right.
it provides a method
Yeah.
whereby we will not miss anything during the COVID-19. And they brought out the online studies, whereby we went through all the studies online, and that's why we are not late for graduation. That's why this is now the month and the year we are supposed to graduate. So that something which I really thank is that the university has helped us to cope, with the challenges of COVID-19. Yes, and that one I really like. Thank the administration for that.
Thank you very much for answering the question the way they should be. Talk to us, or rather talk to someone, maybe somewhere, maybe he or she has completed high school, or maybe is looking forward to be a teacher or something, and maybe is wondering, should I come to Embu University? And if I come to Embu University, should I pursue education? Talk to them, and maybe about the fears.
Actually, one role model, because right now I have so other students who are behind me.
Yes.
I have the ideas, I have second years,
Right.
and I also have first years who followed me, and I mentored them. I also encouraged them to come the University of Embu. Most of them are doing Bachelor of Education, which is so good.
Yes.
And they are doing all that because of a good message which I gave out there about the University of Embu. And so
Oh, that's so nice. Maybe someone, maybe somewhere, maybe is wondering. Embu University, so it has very good reviews, but still maybe so many, like you will find that maybe Nairobi University is just there, and someone will be like, will I get a job when I go to Embu University? How would you clear that up?
Actually, it is very clear that, and it is very sure that students from University of Embu are getting employed faster from the students from other universities, and that is something which is something which is already in the record, that the students from University of Embu are trained in a manner that they are very good in the market out there, and the employers are really looking to students from University of Embu.
Right. Looking around, I'm seeing some lots of fields and so many things around going through. Talk to us through some of co-curriculum activities around University of Embu.
We have all sort of co-curriculum activities, the games, the sports, athletics, and also dramas, music, and so on. We have so many of them. We have football, hockey, netball, everything, any sort of games. If you have any sort of talent, come to the University of Embu and you will be nurtured appropriately.
All right. There are so many things that are happening in the current economy, and maybe you can take this moment maybe to mention one or two. Perhaps it could be like domestic violence, it could be maybe child abuse, or it could be maybe some children don't go to school. What would be a comment on
that? Something which has really heated most people is about the mental health. And this is due to COVID-19 pandemic, whereby you find most people are going bankrupt. They are lacking some capital, financial supports, and also they are missing jobs in other cases. Some are not getting enough funds to sustain their families. And the issues of violence, the issues of committing suicide is just because of mental health. But I thank one thing with the University of Embu, because they implemented a mental health program where they train all the students how to cope up with the mental problems.
Moving back to the question about co-curriculum activities, do you have something else that you do in the university, or you are doing in the university where you are studying?
Yes. I was in a university choir. I was also in a YCS choir. Yes, in the YCS choir we have produced up to volume 3.
That's so impressive.
We are still working on volume 4, but now we hope that the others we shall now take it to the next level. About the university choir, we just perform it on the national occasions like Madaraka Days and also the university occasions.
As we finish, what will you do with your degree?
My degree is not only that I must do education. I also do other things like graphics and design. The University of Embu has trained me not only being a teacher but also an entrepreneur. I also have a business where I run graphics and design, and I do all sort of those. Yes. So I'm not only using the degree of education to sustain my or to go into my life so smoothly, or to put food on my table, but only I have trained other things, like graphics design and so on.
All right. First of all, I would also like to congratulate you for this far. It's quite a journey. I would say that you've worked a lot. You've slept few hours sometimes, and